Hello everyone. We are going to explore today the human microbiome. This is exciting and interesting new information that we are just beginning to learn more about.
We have 10 times more cells from the microorganisms on our skin and scalp and armpits and inside our body compared to our own human cells. We are more microorganism than human, with trillions of bacteria and viruses and fungi. We have 100 times more genes from microorganisms than our own genes. Most of them are good for us. Depletion of these microorganisms is giving rise to more sickness. How do we get these microorganisms? We get it from our mothers during the birthing process when we pass through the birth canal and during the first few months of our exposure to bacteria and breast milk. Most of these microorganisms live with us throughout our lives. And microorganisms are similar between siblings and in families, almost like a personal fingerprint, your blood type. These microorganisms inhabit different ecosystems in our body. And the most abundant, complex and diverse microorganism system or ecosystem is in our intestinal tract. They serve various purposes. They educate our immune system to help fight diseases and germs and infections and provide good health. They make their own antibiotics, help in cell signaling, regulate our metabolism, help store fat or burn fat and energy. And depletion of these microorganisms, secondary to obsession with cleanliness and sanitation, use of excessive antibiotics, processed food and sugar, leads to depletion of these microorganisms and can lead to diseases such as diabetes, obesity, colon cancer, inflammatory bowel diseases. It's very interesting that a study on the Hazda tribe in Africa and other such tribes have shown that their microbiota is much more richer and diverse than the microbiomes of industrialized nations. And why is that? Because of increasing C-section, use of antibiotics, and less breastfeeding. But there is hope, because the Hazda community's microbiome also changes with changing types of food which they encounter during the year. So we should nourish our microbiome. We should avoid foods and processed foods which damage our microbiota, and eat foods such as probiotics and prebiotics which helps our microbiome grow, the healthy microbiome grow to keep us healthy and happy.
So what is the human microbiome? The microorganisms, the trillions of which live in our body, scalp, skin, armpits, inside our gut, which are bacteria, fungus, viruses. The common term for them is the microbiota or the human microbiome. We are more microbiome than our own cells. We have 10 times more cells from the microorganisms that surround us compared to our own human cells. We have 100 times the genes of these bacteria and fungi compared to our own genes. And they are our friends.